So how about that whole Szechuan sauce incident that happened?
That was sad.
That was a thing.
That was sad.
Thank you, Rick and Morty fandom, for making the rest of us look good. Seriously, though.
And the other Rick and Morty fans, we're not with them!
Yeah. Which I can kind of see why they do that, because we've had to do that here too with certain incidents. Nothing quite like that. Anyway, we're not going to talk about Rick and Morty. We got other things to talk about, so let's get this show on the road. Yes, welcome to Pony 411. This is episode 201 for the week of October 15th. I am Alca7raz, and joining me, like normal, is Nemesis.
Hey there.
Yeah, this has been a interesting little week.
Mm-hmm.
We've had our own little things going on. Yeah, and the Star Wars thing also happened earlier this week, too.
Got my tickets.
Same. Gonna go see it in IMAX.
Yeah. I'm seeing it Thursday night. You're not seeing it like the Saturday or something?
Friday.
Friday.
You have it early because the normal opening's Friday. Is like the 15th.
I'm seeing it Thursday night.
So the 14th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got tickets for IMAX 3D December 15th. It's going to be good, hopefully. Although I haven't seen the trailer that came out. Apparently you have.
Yeah, I have seen it.
I've heard it's spoilery.
Probably is. What I saw, yeah, it's probably some major spoilers.
Yeah, that's why I've been kind of avoiding it, but that's a long time to avoid it. Anyway, we do have ponies to talk about.
Do we now?
We do. We've got a little bit of news. We got an episode to talk about and a little bit of fan content.
Woo!
So yeah.
Not like last week's hour and 49-minute episode.
Yes.
We don't have a movie this week.
We don't have a movie to talk about, although we could totally keep talking about that if we wanted to.
That's not.
We have other things to talk about this week.
Well, actually, we're going to talk about a little bit.
Yeah, we got some news stuff with the movies. Anyway, like I said, news. Let's get into that. If you would like to follow along, you can find all of our show notes at pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. Remember, that's LABSYN. So go there, click the link for this episode, and let's get into this. In convention news, Equestria LA has announced Mike Vogel, as well as local musician Psychosis for their Club Luna concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that Mike is back on the show after the movie. Was that Mike Vogel?
I think he was only briefly off the show.
Well, he was on the movie.
Yeah, I think he's only briefly off the show for the movie.
Yeah. But now that he's done with the movie, now that that's out, you can go and bug him about movie stuff. Or not. Don't be a jerk. Anyway, Everfree Northwest has announced Andrea Lemon. Once again, making the con circuit.
Yeah, she's mainstay at Everfree. I think last year she wasn't there, but
yeah,
she's there most years.
Yeah. Well, she's at a lot of conventions. Yeah. She's a frequenter of the convention
circuit. She clearly has fun with it.
Yeah. Adding to their lineup, they're starting to announce people. That's going to be fun.
That's the second guest they've announced.
Yep. Adding on with Ashley. Gonna be good.
Terra.
Imagine Everfree getting all the main six voice actors. I don't think Everfree's done it before.
They came close the first year.
Yeah, first year they had everyone but Ashley.
Yeah, they came super close.
Yeah, other conventions have done it.
Yeah, one or two.
Yeah. It'd be cool if Everfree could pull it off. Anyway, into fandom news. Another My Little Pony cafe has opened up in Tokyo. Same basic location as the last one. These are the themed, timed ones. It's open like till the end of October.
Common thing in Japan.
It's like the Pinkish Cafe. My Little Pony Pinkish Cafe is what it's called.
Pony stuff.
Yep. Ponies.
Pony food.
The Pony Finder Kickstarter project is officially complete with the recent release of their final book, Tactics of Everglow. So if you are a player of that, it's out. Go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like art? Do you like animals?
No!
Well, then you suck. If you do like those, there's a charity art pack featuring art from a whole bunch of fan artists you can go and get. Funds go to the I'm going to try and pronounce this one. Arcabutla Rescue Rehabilitation and Foster Organization.
I find it funny. It's rehabilitation you tripped over.
It was
the other one.
rehabilitation that I tripped the most over. Yes, and I love their acronym. It's ARF. Yeah, apparently they focus on...
I get it.
Yes, they focus on like dog breeds that are bullied and such like that, or misunderstood like pit bulls and such like that. So,
of course.
And Salon read an article recently that discussed bronies, and it was actually fairly positive in light.
Yes.
Like, half of it was talking about some of the darker side of the fandom. Mainly it was talking about how it's not as bad as some say it is.
Oh, it's not.
But it was like half the article was about it. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was a positive article in mainstream media. In merchandise news, the quote-unquote new McDonald's toys are now appearing in the U.S. These ones mostly the same molds for the figures.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight has wings. But these also include like the masks.
Which have been released elsewhere recently.
They've been showing up in other countries, and now they're finally making it to the U.S.
Yeah, and really much the only difference is that they now have movie-branded stuff with them.
Yep.
Nothing about the toys themselves are any different.
Yeah. I already have the complete first wave, I think. It was the first or second wave McDonald's toys.
I mean, there's also Transformers if you're interested in
Yeah.
that, but it's robots in disguise, so I don't care.
Still Transformers.
That's robots in disguise, so I don't care.
Fascinations has announced a new series under their Metal Earth line featuring our favorite ponies.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Ha ha ha. I see what you did there. It was kind of lame.
You're kind of lame.
Sometimes, yeah. I'll admit that. Oh, yes, you can get metal ponies. Yeah, apparently it's like a flat sheet of metal that you pop into
Yep, and you
place and it
build
makes
up
a 3D,
thing.
a very square 3D figure.
Yeah, they said apparently these are marked as one of the easier ones they make, so they shouldn't be too complicated. Pre-order Big Good Toy Store. I didn't even notice that part.
Oh, hey. So you can pre-order them. Big Bag Toy Store.
$10 a pop, and yes, they're all individual. You don't have to buy them all as a kit, so you can buy them $10 a pop. You get your favorite main 6 character.
Yay. So metal. And there is now a cover for the Rainbow Dash Brings the Blitz Equestria Girls book.
Mm-hmm.
That one's by Fernita Flynn, or however you pronounce that.
Perdita Finn.
Perdita Finn, thank you. I was close.
Sure.
I was going off of memory, man. I didn't actually have it open in front of me. So yeah, that's merchandise news. Surprisingly, we don't have any comic or Equestria Girls news other than the book.
Oh, no!
So yes, moving immediately into our last section, and a little bit about the movie. The MLP movie did take 4th place for its opening weekend among other movies that were airing then, with a $8.885 million. Yeah, they brought in that
Domestic.
much. Domestic, that's the word I was looking for. Wow, I'm just tripping over words all day. So yes, $8.885 million domestically it brought in.
Just shy of 9.
Just shy of 9. People were predicting 9. And that's just domestic. It was like closer to like 12 if
It was
you
about
include
12 to 13
international.
million if you add an international.
So yeah, no idea how much they spent on making the movie, so I don't know what kind of profit it is, but it did take 4th place for the weekend. So that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, although all the other movies weren't doing super hot either.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's not been a great year
For movies, yeah.
for movies,
At least
other than a few.
Yeah, except for a handful of standouts. But someone was going around saying that the budget for the movie is probably $5 to $8 million, which means there's a good chance they've already made back their money and then some.
Yeah, if that's the case. It's kind of interesting.
Plus
I know
the merchandise sales.
Yeah, I know which thing you're talking about. Ahmed Amidi is the one who wrote it, which it's kind of funny that particular person was writing positive articles, considering they're the ones that basically started this entire thing by writing the first article.
The death of the creator-driven cartoon or something
Yep,
like
they
that.
were the end of creator-driven content. Or, yeah. They're the one who wrote that, and now they're writing positive articles about the movie. We've come full circle. An official pony music video is out for Sia's Rainbow. They had the non-pony-ish one, and this one's more pony-related, because it uses scenes from the movie. Klaus Studios has a page on their website showing off the work they did for the MLP movie's end credits, because they were contracted for that. They worked with another group and did it, and they have screenshots of like almost every scene in the end credits. So it's not super spoilery.
There's some spoilers.
There is some, but it's not, dripping with spoilers. But it's kind of neat if you want to go see it. It's got the sort of
pointy pony.
Pointy Ponies 2.0-esque style.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see.
I mean, there are definitely spoilers in there. I'm looking at it right now. So if you don't want to know how the movie ends and stuff, don't look at it.
Or after the movie ends.
Yeah, no, there's definitely stuff in there that spoils stuff about the movie.
Yeah, there's a few things here and there.
So yeah.
So warning on that one. And apparently M.A. Larson talked about Fame and Misfortune and his part in it back during BronyCon.
Yeah. I watched this part of the thing. Apparently there's more to it, but I didn't have time to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, it's a whole panel recording.
Yeah, it's a whole panel recording. Split into 2 different videos. But they did open up with the Fame and Misfortune stuff because they straight up asked him about it because he seemed to be distancing himself from it. And it's basically what happened was he was given this episode, the concept for the episode.
Prompt, basically.
Yeah, the concept, it was already decided. He looked at it and he's like, I don't like this. And he tried to write a totally kind of work around it in a sense while still staying true to the concept, but they said no.
Interesting.
And they made him more or less write the version he did. He did actually write it. He says he did write this. This wasn't someone else who wrote it on his behalf. He got a weird credit for it. He did not write it a couple seasons ago. This was a fairly new thing.
Interesting. That's
what he said. He said he was talking about how there was some misconceptions about that because people were speculating, including us.
Yeah, because we had that one interview with him a while back that said there was...
No, he was talking about on Twitter.
Yeah, well, there was someone else did an interview a while back with him, and he mentioned that there was an
upcoming episode which he wasn't happy with.
Yeah,
this is the one. But his thing was, he said he looked at it and he felt it was too mean spirited. He also doesn't like meta humor that much, except for he was okay with the 100th episode because that was kind of a special exception.
It was a special thing.
It was a special. So, but his whole thing is he doesn't like meta humor. It takes you out of the episode or the world, so to speak, the immersion.
It damages the suspension of disbelief.
His biggest problem was we took all these background characters that people really have come to love and turned them into jerks, or he used a different word, and they were still jerks by the end. He didn't like that. That rubbed him the wrong way, especially since he was not dreading looking, and he got a lot of messages on Twitter from people like saying, "This is what you think about us." And yeah, he didn't like that. He apparently what he wanted to do, he changed it up. So he basically he was using the book as an analogy for Twitter.
Oh.
And Pinkie, was the one who's getting harassed and stuff by others, and it was that sort of thing. She was the one people were getting upset at her for the things, and it's like, it's still me. That's me saying that I'm not some, you're hurt insulting me, that sort of thing. And it would end with a thing where they all everyone goes and gives her. He actually said he was making a kind of a blatant parody of It's a Wonderful Life. At the end, and everyone comes together, except instead of money to the bank, it's donuts, and everyone goes to her, and they even have a stuff where like a bell, even having a bell ringing. And the thing, instead of an angel getting his wings, Applin would say, Charlie says that when a bell rings, a gator gets its tooth. Gets a tooth. And it's like, oh, jeez.
Oh.
An alligator, so it's like, oh. Yeah, but that was the script they were told, go the other way. And that's the version we got, was the version with a lot of, they were just mean at the end, all the way to the end, and all that stuff. He just feels it just does. He doesn't really like the episode, just concept in general. He just tried to make it work as best as possible, and was told no, and we got what we got.
Interesting.
Because he feels it's too mean.
And a lot of people did feel it was very mean. I got nothing to add on to that one, though. That's definitely a thing. So yeah, if you're interested more, you can click the links in the show notes and find the videos. Nicole DeBook is apparently the new executive producer for the show.
Slifer, the executive producer.
Yes. So she's not entirely new to the series. She's been writing some books and such, which
we'll get to
is coming up next. But yeah, it's also popped up in a few other places. Interesting. She has some credentials. Apparently she's worked on Transformers Rescue Bots, which
and
you said you didn't.
Prime.
Yeah. And you said you didn't care about the Rescue Bots.
No, I don't. It's for 3 or 4 year olds. It really is. So I don't care that much. But she did do Transformers Prime a bit, and I did like that show.
Cool. Yes, Nicole DeBook. Welcome her to the staff.
She already also helped write the finale for this season.
But that hasn't come out yet.
Sure. Sure.
Right, that one hasn't come out yet.
But we already knew about it. That she
Yes.
wrote that.
However, it's also connected to our last little bit, sort of. Scootaloo has lesbian aunts.
Huh!
This shouldn't be a surprising and big news thing, but it is. So yes.
Well, it's a little surprising that since the merchandise-driven cartoon actually went for it.
Well, I'm saying it shouldn't be, but it is surprising. It shouldn't be surprising because this should just be a normal, not a big deal. But in our modern society, it still is. So yes, apparently one of the books, Ponyville Mysteries books, there's a couple pages in it where Scootaloo actually comes home instead of staying with her friends because apparently she gets in a fight.
Yep.
And it reveals a couple things. One, she does have parents, but her parents are kind of negligent. And and apparently are away all the time. So when they're away, apparently her aunts come over.
By the way, the book is Riddle of the Rusty Horseshoe.
Riddle of the Rusty Horseshoe, yes. Ponyville Mysteries, Riddle of the Rusty Horseshoe. So yeah.
She chases with her aunts a lot.
Yeah, so we have Aunt Holiday, I'm going off of memory, and I forgot the second one. It's Auntie.
Lofty.
Lofty, thank you. It's Aunt and Auntie, Holiday and Lofty.
Yeah. It's a very subtle. It's like it's kind of there and it's gone.
It's subtle. It's not played up as this big thing, which is probably the better way to do it.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's a thing that happens and we move on.
Yeah, you have two aunts. One of them is specifically listed as Scootaloo's dad's sister. The other one isn't listed as anything.
As any sort of family relation, which goes,
But and then
Aunt Holiday came trotting into the room and kissed Lofty on top of her head.
And called her dear.
Yes.
So yeah, this is very much, oh hey.
Yep.
Also, it caused a big Twitter storm and a big bunch of drama, and Vogel confirmed it.
Yes, this really is.
This is. Oh, look! What a cute couple.
Yes, they are a couple. They are together.
Yes. So
they aren't sisters.
They're not sisters. They are.
I saw. Man, people were such
so
denial.
Many just don't want to accept it. There is actually a petition to try and remove it.
Yeah, I saw that. And then
there's also a counter petition to put more in.
I like the counter petition. Make it gayer.
Make it gayer. Yeah. The interesting thing, and another interesting, the whole thing is interesting, and I said it was connected to our last thing. These books are written by Mike Vogel and Nicole DeBook.
Yeah.
Are both writers.
Which means
they both
it's
work
like
on the show. This could very easily show up in the show.
Which I'd be cool
I would be very happy with seeing this in the show.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I like that. I also know it's like I saw a lot of people. Oh, I'll leave if they do that. It's like, okay, goodbye.
See ya.
I don't care. Leave, please. Please leave. I don't want you around.
We don't want that kind of stuff.
I've seen what I've seen the things people type about this stuff. And it's like the bigotry. And it's like, no, I don't want you here. Go away. Please, just go.
We will not.
I ain't gonna tolerate your crap.
Threatening to leave is not a threat. We want you to leave. So yeah, that is a really cool little bit. I hope we see more of it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the news. Unless you found something.
No, just.
Yep. So
right now, although I'll say that some people are latching onto it's not in the show, therefore it's not canon. It's like,
it's like the books are technically B canon, but that means it's
also
canon.
Written, by the way, also written by someone who does actively work on the show.
Yeah, that's the thing.
People who work.
That's the thing. It's B canon. Yes, it is B canon, but B canon is always it is officially canon unless it is contradicted by the show. And since the show's not contradicting this, it's canon.
Oh no.
So there you go.
And again, just the two people who wrote it are actively on the show, so I think they have
one
a
of
pretty
them's
good
now
idea.
The executive producer.
Yeah, so there's a high chance this actually can make it in. If it does make it in, that's going to be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
Whereas I know some people are coming in from the angle of, oh, this might hurt things to get the show canceled. That's why I don't want it. It's like,
don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah. But if you're bigot, please leave.
Yeah, we don't like bigots. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the news. So, we have an episode to talk about. We're going to talk about secrets and pies. So, quick synopsis. Pinkie makes Dash a pie. Dash, quote, takes a bite, takes it inside, and Pinkie thinks she threw it away because she thinks he sees it in the trash can. Pinkie gets quite upset, starts trying to figure out Does Dash actually like her pies? Starts investigating and finding more and more that they disappeared without her actually seeing Dash eat them. This culminates as she does more investigation and attempts to force Dash to eat pies in a big event where they finally come to terms. Dash admits, then Dash tries to make it up to Pinkie, the giant nasty pie. Pinkie stops her and they make up. That's basically it.
Essentially.
Yeah, this is a fun episode, I think. It was definitely enjoyable to watch, and yes, it was a Dash episode, so I was happy.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting. Apparently that Dash does not like pie.
Nope. Doesn't like pie.
Doesn't like pie.
Nope.
It's the first time that's ever come up.
Indeed.
This was a Dash episode, but it was also a Pinkie episode, and I think it followed more Pinkie than Dash.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was definitely more of a Pinkie episode than anything.
Yeah, it was. It was more Pinkie.
Because it followed more her. So getting to see all Pinkie's antics again. And I think this one was actually fairly decent when it came to Pinkie. Other than some where it just got overly grating, I think this one was more well done. Yeah. It didn't grate on me, because Pinkie's not exactly my favorite character.
Right.
But I think this one was good in that regard.
Yeah, Pinkie was a pretty good in this episode. This episode was, for me, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. I liked it, but I liked a lot of other episodes this season a lot more.
Yeah, it wasn't, like top tier, holy crap, this is the best episode.
Yeah, it's a pretty good episode. It's just, there's definitely episodes I would definitely probably rank higher than this one for sure. I'm trying to figure out the way to phrase it, but
yeah. This was very much like a simple slice of life episode. It wasn't, big story or important things happening in the world. It was a very simple, down to earth slice of life episode.
Well, most of the episodes are, so it's not exactly.
But it wasn't, introducing new concepts or new areas or exploring really new big things.
No
new characters. Just the fact that Dash doesn't like pie.
Doesn't like pie at all.
Doesn't like pie. Any pie.
Oh yeah, I said it before. I think I said it before, but I'm disappointed there was no green eggs and ham references or anything like that.
I do not like pie. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool.
Alas.
Yeah.
What was the there was... Yeah, people kind of... I noticed, the thing on Twitter, people were trying to talk about the brother who's social. It's like, did Dash actually eat a pie there? Will, on a screen...
That was one thing. It's like, haven't we seen Dash eat pie in the
on
past?
Screen,
it's like, we actually have. But there was one, back in the Brotherhood Social episode, part of that was a pie eating contest that Dash and Scootaloo went through, so they would have had to have dealt with the pie eating contest. But the thing is, that was never actually on scene. It showed the other competitors at the pie eating contest, but Dash and Scootaloo had already made it through, so we never actually see it on screen. So it's a bit nebulous.
Yeah, if Dash ever actually ate said pie, or
yeah, or as we've seen in this episode, she's really, really good at rapidly getting rid of pies.
In the sense, though, that would mean that is, cheating.
It would be cheating.
So I would like to think that Dash just kind of swallowed her dislike of pies and just ate it.
Dash is highly competitive, and I don't think she would cheat like that.
Yeah.
So it's a bit, like I said, it's nebulous, because we don't actually see it on screen.
Yeah, but she just doesn't like pies at all.
She doesn't like pie. Which is kind of weird, because pie is great.
Sora and Dash shippers cry.
Yes, they can cry. They can cry all they want.
Although
the Pinkie Dash shippers really like this episode, I'm assuming.
I would bet.
Because there's a lot of potential
they're just
there.
Trying to make each other super happy.
Well, yeah. They always like making everyone happy.
Yeah, Pinkie likes making everyone super happy.
Yeah. And it's always a good thing, making your friends happy and seeing your friends smile. So it's not just a Pinkie thing, but yeah. I'm not a Pinkie Dash shipper, but I can definitely see where they're going to use this as fuel.
Oh, yes, of course.
But of course, anytime two characters on screen, that's shipping fuel, so...
I could have told you that.
I could have told you that. So yeah, technically Twidash, yes, but Twijack as well. They were sitting on a chair together.
On a couch together. Oh,
yeah, they were sitting on a couch together in one scene. In this
love
one.
seat. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Twijack.
I know that.
Yeah, this Josh Hamilton wrote this one, I believe.
Yes, Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton is the writer. Which I think we've had him write episodes before.
Yeah,
sounds familiar. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of good little scenes, and Pinkie had amazing faces throughout this episode.
Some of the best.
Yeah, they're great.
There's one that was very much a Popeye face.
Yeah. Or the whole the event. I don't even know what kind of. They didn't name the event that Pinkie was throwing to give everyone pies there at the end.
Doesn't matter. She's just pretty much an excuse to make.
Yeah,
Dash
it was just like
a
a big pie eating event with banners and everything.
Have some pie.
And her not blinking through the entire thing.
I will see you eat the pie.
I won't blink, and you licking her eyes.
Oh, you could have just blinked one at a time.
You could have one eye. Just pull a Gummy. Gummy does it all the time.
Follow Gummy's example. That's a weird sentence.
That whole scene was great with the whole time slowing down.
Yeah, that
was
interesting. Although moving that fast is a little hard to buy.
Well, Dash is fast.
But I don't buy that fast. Well, other Dash I could buy that fast because of the geode, but not this one.
It's rule of funny.
I know.
It's rule of funny.
I know.
That's how it works. It's like you could also say
Pinkie's
the balloons
funny,
wouldn't float that quickly regardless.
Pinkie's rule of funny, though.
Anyone can be rule of funny. It's a cartoon. Yeah. All these little things on how Dash gets rid of pies.
Mm-hmm. Launching them.
Duct in her bedroom to throw pies in to give to Tank.
It looks more like just give food to Tank without having to go.
Which definitely would be a Dash thing. I'm just going to toss it in here and it goes straight to the food dish.
Nice.
Laziness is only a hair's breadth away from efficiency.
Alas.
Laziness is the mother of invention.
Sometimes so lazy that we do things inefficiently just to be
yes,
lazy.
That's the line on laziness and efficiency, where you do something inefficiently just so you don't have to get up.
So they're straining to get the remote when you could have had it like 3 seconds or way earlier.
Taken a lot less effort. This is more the efficient. Toss it.
I won't get it without getting on the chair.
I did that when I was a kid. I dropped something. I was on an upper bunk and I didn't want to get out of bed, so I grabbed a stick and tried to fish a heavy jack with a stick just so I didn't have to get out of bed, straining to lift the thing. Yeah.
Oh no, Pinkie's little party planning cave returns.
Yes, the return of that.
Applejack's visibly shaken by this. Just being back in there is like, oh, this place.
How do I get out of here?
Yeah.
Apparently they figured it out.
That's why I said I think I've seen it.
I think I've seen it.
And just Applejack. I need to. How do I get? Yeah.
How do I get out of here?
It's also weird. Pinkie being weird, like including crawling into the barrel of apples.
Yes, just kind of crawls in. Yes, all the pies.
Crawls in. Yes, planning because she's gone a little crazy.
More than usual.
Yeah. Including harassing a janitor for. Did you see?
Janitor.
No.
Don't look at everything that's in the.
It's interesting seeing Pinkie go crazy without going Pinkamena crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the writers said they don't really like going that far.
Yeah, that means because you have to take Pinkie to a dark place to do that.
Yeah. So yes, this had another particular scene. Pinkie's imagination.
Oh yes.
The evil Dash. The whole scene, it was a bit interesting. Everyone was in normal style except for Dash. It looked like it was drawn in MS Paint.
Angular.
Very angular. Sharp teeth, darker colors, and laser eyes.
Yes. I suspect this is not real.
It was great, is what it was.
Yeah. But still, it's kind of weird.
It was hilarious.
Why does she have laser eyes?
Wait, what?
Applejack was very concerned at this point.
Yeah.
I'd be concerned too if I was Applejack.
Yeah.
There's one point where I remember. Oh, Applejack was giving Dash the eyebrow, the Applejack eyebrow. Just
when,
really? Applejack's infamous eyebrows.
Yeah,
When Dash is like, just trying to say, well, I don't like pies.
It's not my fault I don't like pie.
It's like, yeah, but you've been lying to her. Is there anything else you've been lying about?
Well, no, not off the top of my head.
The eyebrow I don't believe you.
Don't lie to
Because that
Applejack.
did seem a little shifty.
Well, I mean,
Applejack,
seriously, you're not Applejack, you do sometimes lie, or Applejack never lies.
Well, she did before, but...
Well, that was a very
that was then,
specific
this is
circumstance.
That was then, this is now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things you can't always remember some of the lies that you've said. It's a thing.
Which I took that as we're going to come back to this later.
Maybe. I don't know.
From Applejack, it's just kind of the eyebrow. We're coming back to this later when we
You're
got
already
this
gonna
all
have
solved.
a talk. What?
It's like, I just happened to notice that one of the barrels of cider is always just a little emptier than the rest.
Yeah, I could see that.
What? Wasn't me.
Why does your breath smell like cider? Yeah, that is a tough thing though. The difference, trying to decide. You should always tell the truth. I mean, the answer is pretty obvious, but it is always one of those you always question: do you lie to try and save your friend's feelings or not? You shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's better just to rip the bandage off quickly and early.
Of course, in this case, it was like, well, it's nothing personal. It's literally, I don't like any pie.
Yeah.
It's
It's also
just
like
I
you don't
want
wanna make
Pinkie
him
put a
sad.
pie is like, I just don't like pie. Oh. Want a cupcake then? Yes.
Yeah. It sometimes is a tough one. Maybe not in this circumstance, but in other circumstances, it can sometimes be a tough,
Oh, yeah, obviously.
a tough position to be in. It's like, I don't want to say no because it'll hurt your
What do
feelings.
you think about my singing?
It sucks. You're off.
Your hugs are too tight.
Your hugs.
No, they aren't.
That was a great thing.
That was-
How about this? Your hugs are tight. No, they're not.
No, they're not. Just patting your head, too. Just, no, they're not.
No, they're not.
Also, I did like there was the interrogation stuff and whatnot with Pinkie to have the Sherlock hat back on
Well, yes, the return of the hat
and the bubble pipe.
and the pipe.
And interrogating the Wonderbolts were like, well, there is always the pie every month. And then Charlie and finding out that there's X-ray of the tank with there's the pie.
Whole pie.
And apparently Hamster's been suffering the same thing and all that stuff. And of course the string board.
The string
I'm
board.
so glad there's a string board.
String boards are great.
Although she also pinned up actual pie slices on a string board, which hopes she cleans that up.
I'm sure it's fine.
Or else that cave's going to smell rancid, almost as rancid as that thing that Dash made.
Thing. They never explained that.
The abomination.
thing.
The abomination which possibly
Was that
had concrete
crust
in
or
it.
concrete.
I don't know.
Yeah, they never explain who made that.
Dash obviously made it.
Maybe, I would assume, because everyone else.
The other two we know are at least competent at cooking. We
Yeah,
know for a
we
fact
don't
that
know
Applejack
about
is good at cooking. We know that Twilight's competent at it. I suspect that was all Dash.
Well, we also don't know if it was because she's bad at cooking or she tried to make like all of the pies at once.
Well, the fact that she tried to put
Because it
concrete
was-
in it
Well,
would tell me
she didn't
she's
try
not
to put
good at
concrete.
it.
The question was, is that a crust or is that concrete? And Dash is like, honestly, I don't know. So she didn't try to put concrete in it.
That sounds like she did put concrete in it.
Sounds like she didn't to me.
Sounds
Or
like
else if
she
she did try, she would have gone yes.
No.
She didn't know if it was concrete
Well,
or
she
not.
didn't know. She just grabbed a bag and didn't know it was concrete. Which that's what tells me is Dash is really bad at cooking.
Maybe. We don't know.
And
We don't know.
also, there was a bit at the beginning too I really like, which is they've done this before. Was Twilight and Pinkie interacting, and once again Pinkie's going hyper fast and Twilight's keeping up.
Of course you'd like that. It shows how awesome your waifu is.
Oh, yeah. Which is why you're trying to downplay Twilight Dash is bad at cooking.
A bit. But you're also trying to play it up because you don't like Dash.
No, I just find it funny. But anyway, yeah, I just like that. Just again, that's that thing. It's just Pinkie's just rapid firing. I need this, and this, and
Well, if
Twilight
there's
says, okay.
Well, Twilight is good at keeping things organized.
Indeed.
Although it depends on if Pinkie's got things organized.
I think that
I suspect Twilight's been through there.
That's not so much about organized. That's so much as just keeping up with that speed. Like just.
They've been at it for how long?
Yeah.
How long have they known each other?
I just like
now?
that because I've noticed other characters still get a little lost around Pinkie, but Twilight is able to keep up with her most of the time. There's still times where Pinkie goes a little far, and Twilight's like, "What?" Because, well, yeah, Pinkie does go
leaps of logic all over the place and such.
What are you even? No.
Like, yeah, trying to the whole laser eye dash thing at the end. What?
Pinkie, I don't think that.
I don't have laser eyes.
I don't think so either. I know that's how it is.
Or at the end, you destroy them with your laser eyes. What?
Laser eyes?
So you do admit it. What?
What's going on?
I'm so confused.
I also like that. I think it's not even my birthday.
I was gonna say the same thing. The flashbacks, all the other pies that she's got rid of. That one was great.
It was also
it's
in
not
the
your
original
birthday, but here's
too.
a pie anyway. Pie.
It was in the other. Yeah, it was in the first one and the second one. All the ones off screen.
Yeah,
I just landed on you. I would not argue with a pie landing on my windowsill.
Yeah, that was just the whole. What is the term for that? They called the pie. It's not your birthday, but here's a pie anyway. And she got rid of it. It's not even my birthday. Yeah. That's got to be a trope, but I don't know what to call it.
I can't remember either.
But yeah, it's just perfect. It's not even my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, beyond that, yeah, it's actually a pretty straightforward episode, honestly. There's not a whole lot to it. No meat pies here.
No meat pies. Ponies don't eat meat. Oh, that's another thing that you were chuckling about. Animals just can't eat pony food.
Yeah, that. It's like, half the food you eat are things that most animals eat, or herbivores eat.
They are herbivores.
You eat like flowers and hay and stuff.
It's just like, wait, what?
I'm pretty sure a hamster can eat some of that. Hamsters eat a lot of stuff.
It's not about the kind of things you eat. It's just the amount.
Possibly also the baking part.
Although, really...
And what you add to the pie to make it.
Like the pie tin. If you eat the pie tin, you're going to have problems.
Well, anyone would have I'm pretty sure a pony would have a pie tin. Not the goats, though. They'd probably be fine.
The goats will eat anything.
They'll be fine. Yeah. That was kind of just weird, funny, just kind of like... But you guys eat a lot of the same food they do. What?
I thought pony food was the same stuff. Yeah, it's a whole like human food differences.
Yeah, it's weird.
Although, yeah, it's like processed foods. Ponies eat processed foods and such, as we see. So I guess that might be the difference.
Sure. Also, Pinkie eats way too much chocolate, probably.
Pinkie eats a lot more than she probably should.
Because, yeah, it's like, this is my chocolate, my chocolate break, and
You might want to cool down on
and
that.
then wash it down with chocolate milk.
That's not so great on your health there,
Stop
Pinkie.
it. Pinkie, no. Pinkie, no.
You're gonna make yourself sick.
Throw up in the pie. Oh. Vomit pie. Ew.
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 No, we don't need to go there. People have already gone places with certain scenes in this episode. We don't need to go there. I like pie.
Yeah, pie's fine.
Pie is great.
Depends on what kind it is.
True. I mean...
I do not like rhubarb pie, for example.
I don't like rhubarb, so rhubarb pie is out.
But I love apple pie.
Apple pie
pumpkin
is great.
pie.
Ah, pumpkin pie.
What was the
and good apple pie a la mode. A la mode.
A la mode.
A la mode. Ice cream on top. Cheesecake is technically a pie.
Yeah. I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake's
lemon
amazing.
meringue.
Lemon meringue's great. Chocolate mousse is okay. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate.
I like
but
chocolate, though.
Chocolate mousse pie is good, like the Oreo pies.
Yep.
Don't like chicken pot pie or broccoli pot pies. Those are different kinds of pies, and I don't like those pies. I don't think I've ever had mincemeat
cherry
pies.
Pie. She's my cherry pie.
I
hate that song.
Yeah.
Warren hates that song. They're like, why did we do that?
But I guess it's not for everyone, and that's fine. That's why there's cake.
Cake is a pie.
No, it's not.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's enough rambling about this episode that we're gonna do.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode. Very simple slice of life. Good episode.
There's quite a few episodes I like a lot more.
But there's probably better episodes. But it's not like this one's bad. This is definitely in the upper range because it was definitely enjoyable.
We'll see soon.
Yeah. We'll see how the next ones go.
We got a couple more left
that we totally haven't already seen.
No, shut up.
No, shut up. It's Pine. Oh yes.
Piling system.
The piling system.
Your tears give me so much joy.
The puns. The puns. So yes, anyway, enough rambling about that. That's all we'll do about this episode. We'll move into fan content, and I don't have any songs to feature this week.
Oh no!
I'm the worst person ever, I guess.
Well, yeah, finally you admit it.
Anyway, you do have some fanfic stuff, though,
yes, I
so
do.
talk about that.
No updates. Nothing updated, but I do have two fanfics.
Two. God.
But they're short. So I'm like, it's okay if they're short. Anyway, the first one I'm going to talk about is a Best Hell Ever by Rambling Writer. Well, in this, Twilight goes to hell, and she's told she has to file their infinite library. All the books that ever were written will be written, and it will never be written. And that's her punishment, apparently, for something.
For something.
Anyway, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to it. I can't really, without saying more. But
the very end is a spoiler, so
yeah. So it's I thought it was pretty funny.
It was funny.
It was kind of also reminded me of the bit from The Simpsons where eat all the donuts. I don't get it.
How is this a punishment?
Ironic punishment. They're big on irony down there.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I could have sworn you featured a fic that involved Twilight and an infinite library before.
I don't remember it.
It sounds familiar, but it was like it was a bad end kind of a thing. Like
it might have been a while ago if I did.
Yeah, it was like Twilight talking to herself in an infinite library kind of thing, and having to make some sort of decision. I don't know. But it sounds familiar. I think you featured one a while back that involves it, but it was a lot larger, a lot more involved, and not humorous. So
this is a goofy short comedy. It's about 20 or 2,200 words, just shy of that.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It was fun.
Not a whole lot I can say without dropping what goes on in it. Really,
it's kind of the downside. Half of it.
Yeah, it's a downside of featuring short fics. You can't say a whole lot. Anyway, the other one is Twilight Needs Glasses by Slate Blue 1. The Twilights have decided they need to figure out, that one difference between the two of them. Why does one need glasses and the other doesn't?
And Sunset goes insane.
And Sunset's there, and Sunset goes crazy because, the two of them keep talking in stereo and whatnot. Also, there's some accidental admittance of things that apparently,
because you are trash.
Yeah. But what's nice is this fic is, it's kind of straightforward, but not really. In a sense, it's just kind of a fun little. It's just fun, more or less. Not so much the story itself, but the characters. I think are pretty well written for all things considered. That's for me. That's what really sells it. Just the characters are pretty well written and they're pretty entertaining. It's just goofy. Yeah,
it was goofy. It was pretty fun. I think a couple points it got kind of messy, trying to follow along. It got a little bit difficult.
Two Twilights.
Well, not just that. Just how the story moved.
Yeah.
It got a little messy at places. I had to reread a few things to make sure I was still on the same page.
Right.
But not too horrible.
Right. Anyway, this one's also short. This is 1,600 words, just over. Apparently there's a sequel now. I did not notice that. I only read this yesterday, so I now have to look because I saw the author's comments, and if the author did do what they said they were going to do, I'm going to like the sequel a lot.
Because you are trash?
Sure, why not?
Trash?
At least I actually did my fan content. Because I'm not the worst person in the world.
Well, actually, you are, just for different reasons. It's not like I didn't do any work, I just didn't pick any. Sometimes that happens. You've done it many times.
I know. But I didn't admit to anything like that. Anyway, anyway, it's fun. It's fun, it's short, but I like just the character interactions. So that was my fix for this week. I could have had a third one, but I decided probably shouldn't do 3 in one go.
Yeah, make me read 3. They're one-shots, though. They're short. It takes like 10 minutes to read.
Go look out for another one next week. I think you'll like that one a lot, actually.
I will or they will?
You will.
I will. Oh?
Yes.
Oh, I'm...
Rainbow Dash features prominently in that one.
Oh, yay. As long as you don't make me read something horrible about her.
Nope. She's a good person in that one.
Yay.
Ah.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one. So, if that's that, then
What's that?
we're at the end of the episode.
Oh, no.
Here we are, once again, at the end. So, I hope you liked what you heard. And if you did, and you want to listen to the rest of our episodes, you can find them past, future, present at pony411.libsyn.com. Remember, that's Libsyn. They're all there. Go get them. We're also on iTunes. Search for Pony411. Grab them all there and subscribe to them there so it'll auto-download. Yay. Oh, and
All
rate
of
us. Yes, you can rate us. Give us stars. Give us a big gold star.
Another star.
You can also find us on Stitcher, Stitcher.com, or the mobile apps. Just search for us. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/pony411. Go like our videos there, comment on them if you want, and subscribe to us. Because, yeah, that's what you do on YouTube.
Subscribe and like and comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube trifecta. Anyway, you can also find us on Google Play. play.google.com/music.
Yes.
Then you can search for Pony411 there
And
find
subscribe.
us.
And
And
rate it
subscribe
and all
and yes, all that sort of fun stuff there. We're also on Ponyville Live, amongst all of their other shows. It'll update whenever the YouTube thing updates, so if you look for a bunch of shows, you can find us there amongst all of them. We also air on Ponyville FM every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, so tune in then, or before or after if you want to listen to some good music. So yes, good place to go listen to stuff. If you like to get a hold of us, though, you can email us. We are pony411podcast@gmail.com. So send us comments, criticisms, suggestions. If you want us to talk about something, send it our way, and we will take a look at it. All that sort of fun stuff. You just want to say hi, you can do that there, too. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Go like our page there. We'll post updates when they happen. You can also get a hold of us on Twitters, @pony411. That's the best way for quick communication. Follow us, tweet us, see us tweet.
Bad jokes.
Puns and jokes and stuff like that. You can also follow us on our personal accounts. I am at Alca7raz with a 7 instead of a T and an underscore at the end, and he is at Nemesis Prime 1.
Yes.
So see us tweet or not tweet, whichever we happen to be doing or not doing.
Sure. That's clear.
So is our Twitter accounts.
Oh.
Yes. I don't tweet very often.
I just dropped another Transformers review.
Dropped it on the ground.
Finally got back to that after being sick and not wanting to have a nasty sounding review.
I'm sure it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Just half the review is sniffling.
I don't want that.
I'm certain your viewers are happy. So yes, there it is, our 201st episode. Hope you liked it. Hope you tuned in to next one when we talk about...
Uncommon Bond.
That's the penultimate, isn't it?
Yep.
Uncommon Bond.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. I'll have a lot to say.
Oh, yes, we'll have things to say about that one. But until then, remember, please, pony responsibly. See ya.
Bye.